Y'all remember when Gunplay's daughter was on the GoFundMe and then he popped out next week and did this to Rick Ross?
Just wanted to get you something, man, as an appreciation, my brother.
My dog for life.
You know what I'm saying? Just for everything, man. Just for being about us. And just, okay, let me get this all set up. Alright. So, come on now. All right. So, I got animal shelter as my vibe, you know what I'm saying?
Believe that.
So we're gonna go ahead on and rock the ooh like that.
Animal shelter, you already know what it is. And this how we live, this how we move. We always been dogs.
Dog
always
check.
Been motherfucking dogs, you heard me? But
Yes,
I appreciate this. And boy, that heavy animal shelter, I'ma rep it for life, I'ma keep it for life. I never sell it in, bro. You know I love you, my nigga.
I was still with you, dog, nigga, what? Ride till we die, on to the side.
Apparently, Gunplay and Rick Ross didn't adhere to those rules. All that my dog for life shit, that just flew out the window. Listen to this.
Yeah, outside looking in. But then when you sign, when I'm signed to a label like Maybach Music, I'm my hands tied. It's all up on the big dog. And then if he don't want to get me a budget, then he won't get me a budget.
You and Rick Ross aren't close anymore?
I ain't gonna lie, like not really. As of lately, nah. I'm, you know what I mean. But
y'all don't talk at all.
Nah.
There are just individuals who are never supposed to beef. Dr. Dre, Snoop Dogg, 50 Cent, Tony Yayo, you feel me? Y'all can keep on with the list. Just a lot of them escaping me right now. But Rick Ross and Gunplay are on that list. Rick Ross and Gunplay were on that list until today. Because Rick Ross had to fire back, and I'm going to be honest, y'all stay to the end, and I think we figured it all out. Because somebody is clearly lying. Listen to the words. Y'all ready for this? Oh, before y'all done. Free cash, Ceddy Nash. $5 here on a Sunday. Go put it in that plate. Go put it in that plate. Go make your... If you're in church right now and all that, man, you playing some free cash, man, donate half 10%. 10% of your... You know what I'm saying? Y'all know why I'll say this in a moment. But go, free cash, Ceddy Nash. On a Sunday, baby. Don't get no better. Play some games, get paid, bro. Earn up to $500. Number 2 app in the Apple Store. And number 3 on the Google Play Store. For a reason. Read the reviews before you even download it. But let's get on with Rick Ross said. Roll it.
For young hustlers, I want y'all to just reflect and always remain appreciative of that work done put in for you. Done put in 20 years of hard working, and when you meet a hoe, y'all start tongue kissing on love and hip hop and throw the 20 years away, when they fall in love and say hoes lawyers and they don't be lawyers and they just, how you feeling now? That's how feel, yeah. So I know how it go. I feel it. I feel you. Hey, that was tongue kissing that. You mad, ain't it? Now, when you reflect and look in the mirror, damn, where I'm at. Yeah, ain't no pause buttons on life, my nigga. You can't pause the hustle. Now get back in the streets. Yeah, like you say, get back in the streets and turn up. And not laughing at my little bro situation, because I got nothing but love for him, but the situation he talking about was saying wasn't no budgets or nothing like that. The distributor had done dropped you. They ain't want nothing to do with you. MMG just ain't give you the bad news. We told you just keep working, just keep grinding. Don't stop, don't quit. Yeah, that's how it go. When they don't want to spend no money on you, ain't no more budgets. You ain't have a manager or none of that. So they ain't tell you. And I ain't want to break your heart. I want you to keep hustling, man. I always say you want.
So there was a thing that had happened. And it's 2012. And it's when Gunplay is doing his thing. And he signs a deal. Let me take you to this complex article so y'all can all get caught up. Gunplay signs solo deal with Def Jam. July 3rd, 2012. Gunplay is on the rise. Over the past months, he's moved from a background character in the MMG crew to one of the most buzzed about rappers out. Today, Rick Ross proudly announces that his Maybach Music associate has taken another step and signed a solo deal with Def Jam. So to continue it on, Gunplay signed solo record deal with Def Jam. Gunplay has inked a solo record deal with Def Jam Records. Rick Ross made that clear with a series of tweets on Tuesday afternoon, July the 3rd. Breaking news, Gunplay MMG just signed big solo LP deal. Maybach Music Group, Def Jam Records debut album coming. Streets been ready. Ross tweeted with enthusiasm, proud of his longtime homie and collaborator. We will not stop. Hold me back, Rose added. Proud of my little bro. Congrats, Gunplay, MMG, Maybach Music, GRP at Def Jam Records. The congratulatory tweets from the likes of Trina, Funkmaster Flex, and Cool and Dre then started pouring in for GP, who seemed to take them all in stride. Now, people remember 2012 as the emergence of Gunplay, right? Wrong. We know Gunplay for something else. And when I tell you, it gets real wild, it gets crazy. Y'all might have forgot this, but y'all know this big head ass Nash, he don't forget shit. Take a look. And seemingly, Gunplay has to address this in that same exact interview. And this is where we capture the lie, unfortunately. I rock with you, Gunplay, but I'm not giving this shit no pass. Take a look.
Everybody was a group. Everybody was a group effort. When it was Gunplay's turn, it was crickets. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it was hard for me. What you want me to do? Nobody's, it's like I got hit records. Nobody's giving me a budget. Nobody's doing nothing. So what you want me to fucking do?
Hit.
What would you like me, what would you like me to do? Do more? Do more, give another hit record and do more and never get no money? Or would you, what you want me to see is go back in these streets and go ahead and tap these pockets?
Right.
Like I have to do. You see what I'm saying? Like this is what I did. This is what I didn't want to do.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? But since don't understand and they be, oh, okay, we don't know who Gunplay is. Give me that chain. Let me get all that because I'm back. You see what I'm saying? That was literally a cry for help for real when I look back and see that now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Let me get that.
Right.
Let me get that. So you
showing
know,
them like I really would do this.
Yeah, you know, push me back in the street. So I mean, what you really want me to do? Like, you know, I'm for everything. I was down for the program for over 10, 15 years.
Definitely
and it's my
loyal.
turn. And then nobody lifted a finger, made a phone call or nothing for the old boy. You see what I'm saying? So what you want me to fucking do?
That's crazy because you have some killer features.
From the outside looking in.
But then when you sign, when I'm signed to a label like Maybach Music, I'm my hands tied. It's all up on the big dog. And then if he don't want to get me a budget, then he won't get me a budget.
You and Rick Ross aren't close anymore?
I ain't gonna lie, like not really. As of lately, nah. I'm, you know what I mean. But you know,
y'all don't talk at all.
Nah. They had me selling my publishing Basically sold my publishing for 50,000. They gave me 25,000 up front. We never did a second Triple C album for me to get the other 25,000, but I still ended up paying back 50,000.
What?
Yeah. Sony ATV, this is facts. And then my first album that I dropped, Matt Middleton and a bitch named Megan Price that was managing me at the time, they thought I was cooked.
Yeah.
So what they did was amend my contracts. So my back end of 75,000 for my first fucking album, it went to them. So I got for that. Fuck Matt Middleton, fuck Megan Price, and everybody who put potholes in my road to success.
So who's the liar? It's Gunplay. It's Gunplay. Gunplay said he had a manager. Rick Ross didn't know about his manager. So Rick Ross, you lied as well. Rick Ross didn't have to keep it real with Gunplay. Gunplay team kept it real with Gunplay. Gunplay, you put yourself in a life sentence. That type of shit that he did, he beat the case, by the way. He only beat the case because the person didn't show up to testify against him. Rapper Gunplay is officially off the hook for robbing his account at gunpoint despite damning surveillance footage or video that captured the whole incident, all because the victim refuses to cooperate with authorities, TMZ has learned. The Miami-Dade State's Attorney's Office tells TMZ, video alone is not enough to convict an individual of a crime beyond a reasonable doubt. The office continues, although the armed robbery is captured on the victim's surveillance system, the victim, Teron Woodside, is uncooperative of the prosecution of defendant Richard Morales, Gunplay. Officials say they need Woodside to authenticate the footage so they can use it as evidence against Gunplay, who was accused of pulling a gun on Woodside and stealing a cell phone and gold chain during the incident last fall. Gunplay was charged with armed robbery and aggravated assault. The state's attorney's office says the judge subpoenaed Woodside, but prosecutors were unable to find him in order to serve him. Officials say Woodside's family and co-workers have told the courts he's out of town and/or coping with the family death, along with other excuses. The judge made it clear without Woodside's testimony, prosecutors couldn't make their case, and they were forced to drop the charges. So if the person who says, I've been robbed, you had to come in and testify. If that person doesn't come in and testify, charges dropped. Nothing. That's why some of y'all kill me with some of these things that y'all be saying. Well, he said this, he said that. Well, if he said that, then person goes to jail. Person doesn't show up, charges are dropped. You don't plead to a lesser? No. Charges get dropped. But what also happened was Gunplay was starting to look like a liability with the blow. Yeah, that's what he was looking like. So when you're looking like a liability, I can't support your habits because then I'm an enabler. And at the time, you wasn't crushing numbers. You for sure was next up, and everybody was rocking with you. For sure. But Gunplay, one thing that you could have did, that you should have did, was kept on doing what you were doing. When people start to talk about people who had underground presence in certain things and authenticity and all this crap and everything, that definitely was Gunplay. Everything Gunplay said in all of his lyrics, I believed every single damn word of it. I just did. I'm sorry. There are rappers like King Von who we believe, right? But Gunplay definitely was one of them rappers. So it's on Gunplay, bro. You became a liability. You should have did certain things way better. But the problem with a lot of people is this day and age, the rappers of today's age are far more smarter than the rappers of 10 years ago. Technically, that'd be 14 years ago. So if we sit here and we bash him across the head with, you should have did this, you should have did that, it wasn't like that way back when. It just wasn't. How we have instant knowledge, instant access, instant all this shit. That didn't happen way back then. It just didn't. So he knew he was a liability. He knew what the hell happened. Getting mad at Rick Ross for it, bruh, it's the same shit that Beanie Siegel got mad at Jay-Z for. Jay-Z had the opportunity to sign one of his artists' release papers, but he decided not to. And the artist was pissed off, Beanie Siegel. Shout out Philadelphia. In case y'all don't know who Beans is, he's, in my opinion, the greatest rapper to ever come out of Philadelphia. Pennsylvania as a whole. But so Jay-Z said, I'm not going to be responsible for them. I'm watching all of this shit. I had to. I'm not doing that, bro. Hell no. Somebody else take that, man. I'm not doing that shit. Y'all got to remember, business don't make us friends. Friends make us business. You don't get what that means is we can be friends in business, but bruh, I'm going to tell you like this. When you start costing me money and you start putting my business in jeopardy, I can't no longer rock with you. And this just seems what happened with Gunplay. Gunplay can't accept the freaking responsibility of it's your fault. You did this. Nobody else. So you went in there and robbed that dude. You went in there and did all that shit. Rick Ross wasn't there with you. So if you was falling on financial hardship and all this shit, bruh, hey, rappers know these days, bruh, sell some features. Feature price too high, lower it. But you ain't got to lower it in your stories. And then, you know, hey, I'm selling $1,500 features. Somebody hit you up, hey, bruh, this is my budget right here. All right, hold on to that real quick, twin. I'm a da-da-da-da-da. And then you just negotiate. Because I would never, if you ever try to approach me to sell me some shit and I don't know you, I'm going to negotiate with you. I don't give a shit who you are. You want my service and all that. And I get a bunch of y'all who, hey, man, Ceddy Nash, man, buy my merch and wear it on your YouTube shit. This channel don't do no less than 2.5 million views a freaking month. So you want me to wear a shirt for potential over 2 million people? To do what exactly? So they can buy your shit? You gonna give me a percentage? You just charge me full price for the shit that you wanted. And I'm doing free promo? Man, hell nah. Y'all, I don't take no pictures. Whenever women retwist my dreads and all that shit, I say, how much did you charge me? You charge me full price? All right, cool. I'm not your free model. It costs $200 for me to model for your shit. Yeah, can I take it? And you can post it on your Instagram? So promo you, but you just charge me free. Anyways, that's a whole diatribe. I don't need to go on. Gunplay, you're wrong. You know why you're wrong. Rick Ross, if that's truly your boy, you should have told him flat out, hey man, the label's saying this and saying that and saying this and saying that. So I think what's best for us to do is to have you go on your own, but I want to do a blueprint with you on this, and this. So that way you can show your value back to the label and we can come back and negotiate. But him saying the MMG stuff, that's a whole group, bro. You the independent artist, you signed your own deal. That's where you screwed yourself. That ain't on Rick Ross. You left the nest. That's on you. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe y'all see something that I didn't see. Maybe Ceddy Nash lost his goddamn mind, flew too close to the sun, and now he needs to burn down. If I'm wrong, throw tomatoes in the comment section and let me know why I'm wrong. But if I'm right, y'all gonna be quiet anyways. Never Ceddy Nash right, y'all be like crickets. Or how would you have handled this? Would you have kept it real with your homeboy? Or let management keep it real with your homeboy and basically backdoor his ass and you say nothing, you sit back like, oh, shit, it had nothing to do with me. Or do you accept responsibility and go, damn, I probably should have smacked somebody in the head and robbed a effing jeweler? Maybe that's where we should start. I don't know. But click this video right here since it's Sunday and find out how church is going to hell. Yep, I said it. Go to hell on church this Sunday. Right here, click that link or click right here for the playlist and I'll catch you on the next one.